Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving right back into Batman issue 12. In this issue, there's 5 world-class assassins just hit Gotham with one target, Bruce Wayne. Batman's pushed to the limit and someone is visiting the Joker. With that, let's break down the story. We open at Wayne Manor with Damian sitting across from Verity Pennyworth, Alfred's great niece. As her background check finishes, Bruce yells, "How did I not know about your great niece?" We then cut to him with a ghost of Alfred as Alfred questions why Bruce did not read his final wishes and household transfer plans. Bruce admits he couldn't bring himself to do it as he says, "I didn't. It would have been too much like saying goodbye." Bruce then asks Alfred about the Society of the Midnight Key, an elite secret network designed to train successors. Alfred explains that Verity was raised for this very purpose, noting her unmatched skills as a tactical butler and medic. As he says, "She was born for this, Master Bruce." Bruce tries to argue that replacing Alfred is impossible. He says, "Good luck convincing that one, Cheese," as we see Bruce turn his head, surprised to hear Damian laughing with Verity on the couch. Alfred says, "Indeed, Master Bruce, indeed, pleased to see Verity step right into this role." Cut to Robinson Park and Kings Row. We shift gears to introduce the first deadly assassin, Professor Anton Anker. He's sitting across a chessboard with a target named Mr. Jeffries, as Anker admirably describes a piece made of synthetic ivory designed to hold a custom poison. After handing over the lethal dose, Anker chillingly delivers his final message sent from Jeffries' own wife. "Nobody runs forever, darling. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Jeffries." Jeffries collapses, spitting up bright green venom as Anker calmly walks away. Then we cut to the Neapolitan presidential suite. We meet the next assassin, Lord Phantom. Inside a high luxury hotel, a corrupt target steps out onto the balcony in a towel to smoke a cigarette, complaining about witness protection. As we see hovering silently in the shadows above him, overhang is Lord Phantom, a creepily masked assassin wielding a massive blade, ready to strike without drawing any attention to the guards inside. Now cut to the Vale report with Vicky Vale. She's interviewing a world champion luchador called King Panther. He is giving a passionate speech rallying against his arch nemesis, Señor Sueño. King Panther explains the cultural significance of the luchador mask and vows to unmask Sueño at the upcoming Met Gala match, calling him a violent obscenity who terrorizes the ring. As King Panther speaks, we cut to a shot of Señor Sueño standing over a ring full of beaten, bloody opponents. From there, we cut to the Monarch Theater in Park Row at the 100th anniversary premiere of a movie produced by the controversial director Milo Birnbaum. Another assassin named Vector disguises an usherette handing out popcorn as she secretly drops a live venomous scorpion into Birnbaum's concessions. Moments later, a woman screams at the creature's attack on the red carpet, while Vector slips away in the shadows unnoticed. Cut to the Atlantic Ocean, inbound to Gotham, aboard a luxury blimp. A smooth-talking target thinks he is enjoying a romantic getaway, holding a gun and musing to his lover about how their charming time together must end. However, his partner turns out to be the assassin Spider Black, who detonates explosives attached to the airship, plunging into the massive fireball over the ocean before skydiving safely away into the Gotham night sky. We now cut back to the Batcave. Batman, Damian, and Verity review the data screen showing all 5 newly arrived killers. Batman asks Damian to break down their threat profile, as Damian says, "Professional killers, highly skilled, non-meta, unenhanced, their only true pathology is their tradecraft. Worse than lone wolves, these people are ghosts." And then asks the critical question, why are they all here now? As we see Batman smirk, he brings up the main display wall, revealing a giant target profile of Bruce Wayne himself. Every single one of those world-class assassins have been hired and brought to Gotham for one single target, Bruce. Damian takes a slight jab at his father's popularity before heading out, as he says, "Well, father, you are a beloved figure." Batman, "Son, go to school." As Damian leaves, Verity notes what a remarkable young man he is. Watching his son walk away with a subtle smile, Batman simply replies, "He is growing on me." Later that night, at the Beacon Hotel West Side, we see Professor Anton Anker entering a glass elevator going up. He is joined by a bellhop who turns out to be Lord Phantom in disguise. Recognizing each other immediately, Anker draws a vial. Before Phantom can even react, he smashes the chemical vial directly into his face, neutralizing him on the spot. As the hotel elevator ascends, Phantom and Anker clash in a violent struggle. As Phantom readies a wrist blade to finish off Anker, we see Batman smash right through the glass elevator, delivering a massive kick, sending Phantom flying backwards. Batman notices Anker pull out 2 smoking vials and reacts swiftly. He flings the toxic vials out of the elevator as Phantom takes advantage and lunges from behind. He slashes Batman in his neck. Batman counters immediately, tossing him against the glass walls. He's overpowering Phantom, holding him down on the elevator floor, trying to tear away his mask to clear the toxic residue as he yells at him, "Hold still!" Phantom then attempts a last-ditch attack. With a hidden blade, he slashes Batman in his face. As Batman, surprised, looks up, smiling with blood dripping down. Batman then pummels Phantom against the elevator floor. We then cut to the lobby. We see guests waiting impatiently for the elevator as we hear them say, "Push the button, Frank." Frank, I am. As the elevator dings, we hear them say, "Finally." Elevator's doors open to shock the waiting hotel guests. Standing inside the shattered, blood-splattered elevator, a bruised Batman holds Anker over the shoulder and drags an unconscious Phantom by his collar. He looks at the crowd and says, "Take the next one." Meanwhile, in the financial district, we see a man dressed as Minotaur wielding a sword interrogating a tied-up gangster while on the phone with Suzuki-san, the real Minotaur. He asks permission to kill the rat who was caught at GCPD. Suzuki-san cuts him off and warns him that they drive the exact same car model and mentions hearing an unusual sound as he says, "I heard the strangest rattle from my car's engine tonight, a rattle from deep inside. I believe it to be unsafe. I would avoid driving your own until it's properly serviced. Goodbye." The man dressed as Minotaur walks out of the building with his escort to his waiting vehicle. As the car pulls into traffic, a bomb detonates, blowing the car sky high right in the middle of the street. Watching the explosion from a high-rise office window, Suzuki-san, the real Minotaur, calmly watches the wreckage and remarks, "This was fun while it lasted." To the Batcave, Batman has the captured assassins in containment pods. Damian questions the legality and ethics as he says, "So they're just here now. You abducted them, restrained them, and brought them to our home?" Batman, "I'm not crazy about it either, but we've been cut off from any official venue for medical care or legal restraint." Damian responds, "Quasi-legal is not in fact legal." Verity is treating Bruce's facial wounds while responding to his dark philosophy as Bruce says, "I've always known the final criminal I bring to justice will be the Batman himself. I hope you're alright with that, Miss Pennyworth." Verity, "Fine, Mr. Wayne. Now hold still. You squirm like a child." Damian questions how Anker and Phantom happen to encounter each other in the exact same hotel elevator. As Verity reveals she engineered the entire fight herself. She says, Oh, that would be me, Master Damian. Using a cutout identity I've established on the underweb, I initiated contact with each of them and corrected their oversight. I mean, really, 5 killers against 1 is hardly fair, is it?" Impressed by the tactical intellect and efficiency, Bruce officially welcomes her to the team as he says, "You can stay." Now cut to Arkham Towers, where the Joker is still floating inside a status tube hooked up to neural cables and breathing through a mask. We hear an echo of something hitting the glass. Joker's eyes snap open. He calls out into the darkness, "Hello? Who's there?" The Joker looks around when all of a sudden his eyes instantly recognize the presence outside. As we hear, "Guess who?" Joker says, My, this is a surprise. Are you actually here or are you in my head? Am I possibly dreaming?" The voice responds, "I'm here, that's all that matters. And I'm not going anywhere, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear." The Joker, "Well, that's a relief. And I'll be sure to tell Dr. Zeller when I let her know you dropped in. You, of course, realize I must tell her you stopped by." Joker is then in complete silence. And there's no response as he goes, "Hello? Are you still here?" Well, left completely alone in the pitch black, Joker still locked inside his status tank, as he hears laughter coming from the background. And this ends this issue. Who or what just visited Joker? And let me know what you think of Alfred's great niece. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I'll catch you next time.